Explosive testimony in the courtroom today as the state's lead investigator took the stand to testify. Now, state prosecutors continuing to focus on inconsistencies in Alex Murdaugh's timeline from the night of the murders, while the defense continuing to poke holes in the state's case and even potentially introducing new suspects. New video in court today of an August 11th interview, the third with Murdaugh, played for the jury.
You can do this? I can do it.
The newly released video showing the first time Alex Murdaugh was accused by state law enforcement of murdering his wife and son.
Did you kill Maggie?
No. Did I kill my wife?
Yes, sir.
No, David.
Did you kill Paul?
No, I did not kill Paul.
Prosecution asking lead agent David Owen to walk the jury through Murdaugh's changing story.
So when you were at the kennels, you were just down there with Paul, and you didn't go back down there after dinner until you returned trip from visiting your mother?
Yes, sir.
The inconsistencies paired with evidence at the crime scene led Owen to identify Murdaugh as the sole suspect.
After this interview, during this interview, did you consider Alex Murdaugh a suspect in the death of his son and his wife?
He was the only known suspect at that time, yes.
And Murdaugh's defense calling the investigation botched from the very start.
Now, when you told Alex that there were multiple weapons loaded with that same load, buckshot and birdshot, I mean, was that an investigative tool, or were you just under the misimpression that that was the case?
Investigative tool.
So you lied to him?
I'm allowed to use trickery to elicit a response.
Getting Agent Owen to admit that he, on multiple occasions, provided the grand jury that indicted Murdaugh with information that he either knew at the time or later came to find out was false.
You also testified under oath in front of the state grand jury. You said basically the same thing. Question, with one turkey load and one buckshot load?
Response, yes, sir.
All right, thank you. And that was not accurate, correct?
Correct.
The defense team also introducing another theory for the murders, one they say SLED failed to investigate.
And you learned that Eddie owed these drug gang members a lot of money for drugs that were sold to Alex, didn't you?
I believe the information came into that they weren't worried about what was owed because they knew they were going to get paid.
That came to you after the Maggie and Paul were murdered, right?
That came to us after September-ish incident as well.
And did you ever conduct a cell phone analysis of these drug gang members to see where they were on the night of June the 7th?
I didn't have their phone numbers.
Now, Alex Murdaugh's defense admitted that Alex Murdaugh was spending roughly $50,000 a week. Now, at the end of the day, Judge Newman reversed a decision that would have kept evidence of the roadside shooting out of the courtroom. That'll now be allowed in. The defense will pick up with cross-examination of a cell phone expert on Thursday morning. In Colleton County, Riley Benson, Count on 2.